Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Stooge Experience. I'm one half of Stooge Nick, my counterpart, Zach. Zach, how are we doing this week, man?
We're doing fabulous.
Okay,
I'm doing
fabulous.
good. I'm doing really good. Sorry, I'm just liking a text. This is very unprofessional of me.
Well, we don't
Um,
expect professionalism
well,
or
yeah,
Stooges here, you know what I mean?
sometimes you just got to send the like through and just
Hope for the best.
let it go. I'm not liking an Instagram story. All right, so I'm
Okay.
not down bad. All right, I'm
Okay.
liking a text, okay, from one of my
Okay.
clients. So it'll be all right.
See, but we're in the down
Um,
bad ranking, though, just thinking about it. So, like, you have, I would say the worst down bad is probably like liking the story, then liking the post, then liking text. Would you think that's kind of like the.
well, yeah, because at least text you have a number. Like,
Hmm.
no, down bad is
When you start throwing payment?
down bad is liking. No, this is the most damn bad thing you can do. Replying to a story after she's never responded to you replying to a story. Like, if you're the
Okay.
consistent guy that keeps putting the flames or the eyeball
Yeah.
emoji or and she never gives you any play, like, doesn't even like it back, that is also damn bad. Like, if all you get is she likes your reaction,
Hmm.
cut it off, buddy. You ain't
Which is
getting
worse,
you ain't
getting
getting it.
getting the like back or like an LOL? Like just consistently, like you're just getting kind of bombarded with that, anything you send.
I think I'd rather get a like than a LOL. Just a
Okay.
straight LOL. I'd rather get nothing. Just don't even acknowledge me and then I know. Don't like it and then
Okay.
just give me nothing. Okay?
Okay.
Make it real clear. Don't even like the react. But I know that girls do it because they're not trying to be like mean. And I'm like, you're kind of being mean because like someone who's
Yeah.
down bad is just gonna keep doing it and just think everything's working out perfectly fine when it's really not.
uh, well, what are you gonna do? You know,
Yeah,
we've just given out a little down bad segment
how it
there.
goes. What about you, man? How was the rest? How's your week been?
It's been good, man. You know, just working my ass off. You know, just waking up, doing the same shit. Clients are a little bit, you know, they
Mm.
wake up and everything's ASAP,
Times to piss
but
you off.
yeah, getting to a meeting at like 8 o'clock, and it's like I don't want to talk to myself before 8 o'clock. Why do you want to talk to me before eight? It's a whole
Yeah,
scenario here.
sure.
But things going good, taking care of stuff at the house. Been watching. Just got to season 2 actually of Shorzy, and boy,
Okay,
I'll tell you what, it's a good
picking
watch.
up.
Oh, it's just it's another one of those shows. Like I'm also watching American Horror Story, but I
Mhm.
still don't really grasp this new season. A lot of great actresses in it. You know, you got Emma Roberts. I mean, I think Kim K, if you can consider her an actress, is in there. Like,
She's an actress.
she is okay. Well, she was in the film.
She had a
Yeah,
big hit film,
she did.
blockbuster.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It could win an
So,
Oscar at some point, is from what the sources are saying.
I mean, she put in quite a
Yeah,
performance.
she did. She did, and she
Yeah,
was a leading role. Okay,
she was a
so
leading woman.
yeah, one woman show. Um, it's just like it's more geared around like um just like not being able to have a kid and like having that sabotage. And so for me, it's just kind of like,
Okay,
who gives a shit?
you're not really connecting to it as much.
Not really. I mean,
Yeah, which is
I'm
fair.
seeing I mean, every time this girl turns around, she sees like a goat staring at her and she's
I'm
freaked
sure
out.
the
And it's like,
girls are really like locking in
maybe,
with it. They probably
could
feel
be.
a little certain way. Yeah, I saw it like you know how when you're scrolling and
Gives you that little preview.
it just not even the preview, just like what the like picture on the front
hmm
of the thing would be, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be all in on that one.
They've had some good ones though. I mean, they had one with like a killer clown that like just
Mhm.
fucks people up. You're like, okay, I can get behind this. Like the asylum, like, all right.
Yeah,
This one is just a little,
not quite doing
yeah,
it for you.
not
Yeah, I've
really.
heard. I think tomorrow, basically after 10 a.m., I'm pretty much free from all my duties for the day. I think I'm gonna lock in on Loki. I
Okay.
haven't watched any episodes
I haven't either. I gotta lock in on
of
that.
the new season, and people have been telling me it's actually pretty good. So I did enjoy the
Okay.
first season, so I'll probably lock in. And I think there's only six, and there've been four or
Oh wow.
three
Okay.
already, something like. So I'm gonna like probably lock in, watch a few of those. The new Spider Verse came out on Netflix, so definitely
Wow.
gonna be vibing out on that one at some point this weekend. Not sure when. Might need to do it post an SC loss or
Sipping a Four
post an
Loko.
SC win. You
Could
never
work
know.
either way, yeah.
Oh, so this is a big for me specifically, this is as big of a weekend as it gets.
Yeah.
Got the lads trotting out tomorrow night, CIF prelim or CIF first round,
Oh,
going on the road to Murrieta Valley. We'll see. So that'll kick the weekend off. Then we got a blockbuster showdown between arguably two of the, you could say 5 best quarterbacks in the country if you wanna, like, throw a Jaden Daniels and a Bo Nix, like, into the convo, JJ McCarthy. And then Sunday, the game we've all been waiting for, Eagles Cowboys at the Link. I mean, it's a pretty if I can stumble out of here with a 3-0, I'll be
you're feeling good.
and then, you're 3-0, and then a Sunday night, you're vibing, you throw on Spider-Verse. I mean,
Nothing better.
there
Really
might
nothing better.
literally be nothing better in the whole world.
I think at that point, though, you might have to order, like, Buffalo Spot a second time for, like, a victory. Like, yeah, I had it during the day, but, like, we won and went
I have
3-0, so I gotta
breaking news, breaking news, breaking. I have
okay.
received word from he who will not be named. I'm not gonna leak him on the podcast. You know,
Oh, I
shitter
know.
rat.
Shitter
I
rat.
am so sorry. I swear it's not showing. I have notifications. This guy,
Oh, we're
I
gonna
didn't
play
see
this
any of
game.
these till right now. So hey, I'll keep
Yeah,
throughout the podcast. I'll
yeah,
keep
please.
everybody updated. Basically, we invited our friend to go to the USC game. We have 1 ticket remaining. Hit him up yesterday, said, "Hey, got 1 ticket left," and 0 comms. No comms at all for a whole day. And now I just get word back. So we'll keep you updated. Last time he blew us off. Um, I don't think he's ever been to a college football game, so we're trying to get this guy out and
Yeah,
about.
we're trying to
So
get him to mingle a little bit, you
we'll
know?
see. We'll see. I'll keep
Yeah,
you guys updated as the recording or as the podcast keeps rolling and see if there's any further developments.
I hope there is, man.
Yeah.
We'll call him Shitter Rat for the podcast,
Yeah.
but, you know, we gotta
Yeah.
get Shitter Rat out there,
Hopefully.
especially
I'm praying.
USC Washington game, if it doesn't get better than that. Man. I'm just imagining watching, you know, the showdown, the classic that's going on, and I just look to my left, Shitter Rat's over here, look to my
Mhm.
right, Stooge over here.
Yep. Doesn't get much
Nothing
better than that.
nothing better. Get that guy to house a couple beers. Be nice. Be a good time. Yeah, so I mean, you know, we got some good movies. I'm gonna have to lock in on Loki too.
Yep.
I actually was talking to my dad Halloween night, went over to my sister had a little bake sale for Halloween night, went down there, bought way too much stuff. I mean, just I cannot be trusted with a credit card at a bake sale. It's just bad. Uh,
Anytime there's, like, a church bake sale or a high school bake sale, any type of it gets
it's just
bad, and
over.
the one that we have at church, they do it on, like, it's almost like the honor system, like, you
Oh.
it's not even set prices, like, you donate as if you were, like, donating at
Oh.
church, so you
Yeah,
just throw a 20, whack a 20 in the thing at the front, and then you just can walk in, you can really just honor system take
everything.
what you can take everything, like, at church, so you're not supposed to, like, just be
Well.
scamming, like, I put $1 in, and then I'm gonna just take one of everything. So, like, you kinda, like, take a couple things, and move along, but,
Yeah.
like, it's a pretty good vibe. I love those things.
Man, it was great. Went back, ended up talking football with my dad for like 3 hours, heard a couple, ghost stories from when he was still, you know, roaming the streets. We'll keep his occupation under wrap, but, you
Yeah.
know, the guy's got some real stories of
Yeah.
ghosts, and they're good. So it's perfect for a little Halloween night, and then,
Oh, yeah.
you know, came back, watched the American Horror Story, was like, "Stories I heard were scarier than this, is bullshit." Watched
Mhm.
Shores, he went to sleep, but,
Oh.
we had a pretty good, Thursday night football, I'm not gonna lie, it
Yeah, I
better
wasn't
than
able
I
to
thought.
watch as much of it as I wanted to. I was out at
Mhm,
dinner, but I watched, like, basically the first quarter, and then I kinda saw the 4th quarter. I missed, like, the middle chunk of it.
mhm.
But yeah, I mean, kind of like the battle of the mid,
Yeah.
like the this whoever won was gonna be like, who doesn't wanna be mid? Who wants to be just
Just
in the
above that middle
tier
point a
above
little.
mid?
Yeah,
And the Steelers are just a little they just have a few more weapons, and their defense is, I would say, significantly might be a stretch, but, like, it's better than the Titans, so they just kinda edged it out, but I hate watching both of these teams play football. I really do,
Miserable.
especially the Steelers. I hate it. Pickett's bad. I don't care what
Yeah,
any like, he's not good. He's missing wide open guys, just
yep.
chucking it over their head, and they got good weapons, like, Deontay Johnson and Pickens,
Pickett,
that's a pretty
Pickett.
decent duo, like, that's a
It's a top
borderline
15, top.
top 10, like, you pushing top 10, when they're on, like, it's not horrible.
Yeah, I was watching the game and like obviously I thought it was funny the change with Matt Canada, like, oh, we're gonna have him on the field
You
because
just need to feel some grass under his feet, man, and get locked in.
or he just needs the guys to walk up to him. You fucking suck. Like, okay,
Yeah.
thank you. That worked. But I'm watching him call plays and I'm like, okay, yeah, there's Deontay Johnson wide open on a curl route. Let's just take a 3-step drop, step up in the pocket, throw the ball, and then sails over top. I'm like, well, I don't think it's really all Canada. I think a lot of this is just
Yeah.
Pickett's not that guy.
Yeah, he's just inconsistent.
And that defense can carry them a
And
long
it
way.
is, they're
That's the
5 and
scary part.
3, like, I actually wanna pull this up. I know they were 4 and 3, and they had a minus 30 something point differential. Yeah, they're 5 and 3, and their point differential is minus 30. Like,
How
what?
does that even happen?
Exactly, like, they just eke out win like, they got blown out by the Niners, they got blown out by the Texans, and then they just eke out these, like, these wins over teams. It's just, like, it's just not a fun. They haven't scored more than 26 points
Oh my god.
this season.
Yeah. I
So they haven't
mean,
even dropped a 30 piece on anybody, and they probably won't.
I don't see
So,
that offense being capable of dropping 30. I mean,
yeah, probably not.
let me see. What did Pickett actually do? 19 for 30, a buck 60, and 1 touchdown. QBR 43.6. I mean, come on. You didn't lose the game, so the way you're playing it is that I won't take chances because my defense can keep me in every game, which is smart football. But
Yeah.
in the long term, if you're like that Pittsburgh Steelers team is just an offense away from being like a contender,
Yeah, they like,
but
if they
they don't have
had
it.
like, would they take Tom Brady right now? Probably.
I think so. I even think if Big Ben came back, I would consider them like, okay, I'll watch
Yeah,
them.
and I think we've had this conversation before. I had it with my dad today because they
Hmm.
always talk about the, like, winning sh like, the streak of seasons with a winning record,
Yeah,
and I think we've talked about this maybe a couple episodes ago, like, how long are you okay with being 9 and 8
mediocre.
until, like, this run of like, when does this end? How many years can you go of, like, celebrating, "Well, we still had a winning record," until it's like, "Okay, we're the Steelers, we have the 2nd most Super Bowls of all time. Can we maybe, like, have a chance to get back to 1?" 'Cause they let me breaking news to the Steelers organization, you will never get to a Super Bowl with Kenny Pickett,
Okay, it's a good prediction. It's a great
like,
prediction,
ever.
actually.
So why, like, give up on him?
Yep.
Like, you can't sit there and, like, think about all the quarterbacks in the AFC. You're gonna have Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Lamar, Herbert. Those are 5 right there
Even
that,
Deshaun, if he plays decent.
yeah, like, let's like, Trevor Lawrence.
Yep. T-Law,
Who else? Who else is good? Tua.
Tua.
Um, yeah, even if Aaron Rodgers comes back at, like, some point, maybe, and then you get into teams that, like, are like, this is the group that I'd throw the Steelers in with. Like, granted, they're 5 and 3, but, like, still, I'd throw them in with the Zach Wilson, CJ Stroud,
Hmm.
Gardner Minshew slash Richardson,
Richardson.
Jimmy G, Levis, Russ, Mac Jones. Like, they're in that category, and that's the bottom half. The only reason they're 5 and 3 is because they just have a godlike defense. So they're kind of just the Jets.
Yeah.
They're basically the same as the Jets.
They're basically the same as the Jets, but I would say the Jets have better weapons on offense. Like I would
Yeah,
take the
maybe
Jets with
maybe
all weapons
slightly
over them.
though, but like, they have Garrett Wilson. Who would you say their wide receiver 2 is? Like, I like the Steelers wide receiver 2 over whoever the Jets
Yeah,
have.
I like Deontay
And
Johnson
I
over.
would I would say I like Breece Hall over Najee,
Yeah,
but like a healthy Freiermuth I probably like over the Jets tight end. Like, it's not
yeah,
as, and I
Conklin.
probably like the Steelers O-line. Like, it's not as far off,
Yeah,
but at least the Jets know, like, we could have Aaron Rodgers back, like,
yeah.
the Steelers are like, well, if Pickett plays bad, we have Trubisky, and it's like, well, okay, GG.
Pack it in. It's over.
It's over. So I don't know what they do because they're just it's obviously intentional, but not like you want to try and win the game every game you can play, but they're unintentionally screwing themselves because by being 9-8 every year, you always have the
Mid-pick.
15th pick, 16th pick, 14th, 13th, 17th, and it's like you're gonna only be able to get Kenny Pickett, or you're
Yeah.
never gonna be able to get the guy unless you give up all your picks. And the Steelers aren't a team that does that because they normally hit on mid-round picks. So they just are in this continuous cycle of praying the next QB they take turns into Big Ben. Like,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know if they could do it. I don't know how long this thing lasts until like Tomlin gets fired. But then if you fire Tomlin, like who do you hire?
Matt Canada takes over as head
Yeah,
coach.
like so it's like you're not gonna fire him
Yeah.
because it's like you're not gonna get someone better realistically. So you're just like end the cycle of mid.
I mean, looking at their schedule too, I mean, you play at the Browns, which you're going to the Browns. Their defense can compete with yours, so that could be a toss-up. Bengals, I think the Bengals will beat them at the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at the Colts could be an interesting game in mid
Like they'll go
December.
9-8,
Yeah, it looks like it
right?
because then the
Like
last stretch: Bengals, Seahawks, Ravens.
and they're all playing for this. Like all they need to do is
Yep, 9 and
so
8.
let's say the Bills like kind of figure it out and the Bengals ascend, right? How we think they are. All they need to do, there's one team. It's the Steelers, Browns, Jets. Maybe
Yeah,
Chargers can make a run. Are fighting for one spot. To then you're either gonna play the Jags or Ravens or Dolphins and probably get slaughtered. And I think the Steelers would probably enjoy playing the Dolphins the most out of all of them because at least
yeah, they could disrupt the timing the
they could
best.
maybe like out physical them. But like you're just it's like that what was it, 2 years ago maybe, or 3 years ago with
Hmm.
Big Ben when they were 9-8 and then they just got annihilated by the
The Browns.
Chiefs? No,
Oh, you're
remember
talking
the
that
one
far
when
back?
they
Yeah,
I'm talking like the Chiefs one when like they barely made the playoffs
yeah,
and everyone's like, "Gosh, well, how did this team make it? We have to watch them in a playoff game," and then they just go to Arrowhead and just get stomped out. Like,
do you remember that team?
yeah. It's a
Yeah, I mean,
shame.
they're not much to look at.
Yeah. But they are 5-3.
It's that's why I can't believe my team lost to these guys. I'm like, you're kidding me. We could barely move the ball and we lost. But it's another story for a different day. Um, yeah, I mean, kudos to Pittsburgh taking care of business. Um, kind of thinking now, you wonder if the Titans are thinking maybe they should try to move Tannehill, try to move
Yeah.
Malik. Like,
I don't think
what
anyone
should they
wants
really done?
Malik.
Yeah,
I don't know if like a college team would want Malik right now.
he had a good year in Liberty, but it was
Maybe
Liberty.
like Tannehill, mate, but like, where does Tannehill get you? Is this the worst quarterbacking in the league has ever been?
Yeah, this year hasn't been the greatest.
Like, I feel like there is such a massive gap between good quarterbacks and bad. Like there aren't even any like either you're great or you're like
They're not good.
bad. Like I feel like who would you consider like who's a mid-level quarterback? Like Derek Carr?
Derek Carr, I'd call
Would that
mid.
be like a middle ground? Like he's better than like a Jimmy G or a Mac Jones or a
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really even gonna throw like the rookies in there, like Stroud or
I would say
Bryce
Gino's pretty
Young.
mid.
Gino, yeah, but like even Kirk was probably not mid. Kirk was probably good.
Kirk, I would have considered good.
Because I feel
Baker
like at the
Mayfield could
top
be
end,
kind of mid.
yeah, you have just like I feel like it's so top heavy. Like you get maybe Dak is mid, but I'd say Dak is good. Like
You know my feelings on
Purdy
Dak.
pretty mid? Like, but like
Mm-hmm.
if you're the bottom half of the league, would you take Dak Prescott as your quarterback? Like, would
Yeah,
either of these two teams they would have rather had Dak tonight?
yeah.
100%. So like you're just so top heavy. It's like Mahomes. Like if you don't have a god QB, like
Mm-hmm.
it's just good luck to you, man. Like it's
See, but the
almost
crazy part was when the Tennessee Titans went on that run, their game plan was really, really simple. You had Derrick Henry at the beginning of his prime. You had Ryan Tannehill would just play action, throw it up to AJ Brown. That
Mhm.
was like that was the whole thing, and it was super simple. Play good
Yeah.
defense, run the ball, take a couple shots. Um, Kind of since they got rid of AJ Brown, he can't do that anymore.
And I think defense is always gonna evolve. Like, they're gonna find a way to take away like, Derrick Henry will still get his every now and then, but he's not going for those 200-yard rushing games like he used to, breaking 80-yard runs, stiff arming 8 people. Like, he's not doing that anymore, so you can kinda limit his impact. But, yeah, I mean, tank for Caleb season.
I'm already there. Already been there for a while.
Alright, do we wanna go into our, um what do we wanna go into?
You
And
want to
let's go to our
go
college this
NFL
yeah. Do we wanna
picks,
go
or do you want
NFL
top
or
10? We go NFL picks first, I guess. Why not?
no, let's do top 10 before
Top
we
10.
get into our picks. I think that's
Uh,
just so we kinda, like, give everyone a rank like,
some good
when we
movement
go to the
here.
picks, everyone can attach a number to, like, the picks, and it'll see what's an upset and what's not. So, yeah, last minute addition of the Steelers into honorable mentions just because they won. I still think we both think that they're kinda shit, but they are 5-3, so I'll give them some credit.
They're the worst 5-3
Jets
team I've seen in a
are,
while.
like, basically the Steelers, just maybe a little more talented and
The idea of Aaron Rodgers coming back, that hope.
might potentially like, if they're, like, 8-7 or 7-7 or, like, he maybe thinks about it if there's a chance to get the wild card. Browns were in the top 10 last week, but lose a tight one to the Seahawks. Gotta kinda drop a little.
So pick
Bill
6 away from it.
Yeah, Bills are kinda just hanging around this
Just
spot.
lurking.
They had a bye, or no, they didn't have a bye. They
They
played
played the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that was at Thursday. We were at
Mhm.
Knott's. We didn't give a
Yeah.
shit. So we didn't really watch. So maybe they played great. I don't think they did, so
I watched the highlights. It was just I
just
mean,
a
I
regular
think
game.
yeah, I think Baker had a chance to win it, and there was an incomplete pass for the last play of the game in the end zone, so
Yeah, not enough to move them up. We won't harp on the honorable mentions too much, but Seahawks just hang around at 10. They kinda just like win game. Like, it's pretty ugly.
it's
It's not
not
like they
pretty.
score a lot. It's not like they just kinda
No,
win
it's not that it's not
games.
pretty, it's not like a sexy way to win, but
Yeah,
they
they
win.
just whatever they gotta do to win the game, they do it. So, I
Yeah.
mean, fair enough. Like, they're what are they, 5-2
5-3?
technically because they had a bye? Are they 5-2,
Let me check.
I think? Yeah, 5-2.
Yeah, 5 and
Technically,
2.
they're number 1 in the NFC West over the Niners right now.
Who would have thought that would happen?
I know. Um, Cowboys beat the Rams,
Yeah.
kinda slaughtered the Rams, but still drop because we can talk about 7, 8, and 9 at the same time. Bengals stomp out the 49ers, so
Joe Burrow's back.
in theory, they should go ahead of the Niners, and the Niners stomped out the Cowboys, so ipso
Wait,
facto,
are you saying head-to-head matchups matter?
I'm saying they do matter.
Holy shit.
I know some people, like,
Wow.
forget, like, if the records are in the NFL, we can go a little more leeway because obviously now the Chiefs and the Lions have the same record, but the Chiefs are still ahead of the Lions. But we have our reasons, and we'll kind of get to that. But in a case like this, when I've seen these teams play recently, they have similar records. Like, why at this moment would I not put the Bengals in front of the 49ers? Right? I just watched them stomp them. The
Yeah.
Bengals are 4-3. The Niners are 5-3. Pretty similar. And the Niners, I don't care what the Cowboys have done. When they played the Niners, they got shit slapped.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are
That's
five
how I
and two,
understand.
so okay, they have one less loss. Maybe that's just because they were on a bye. Like, a lot of factors. They have
Yeah.
the same amount of wins, so you know, there you go. Bengals are hot right now.
Yeah.
So
Who do they have next, actually?
who do they have next?
Let me see what these guys
No,
got.
they play. It's Sunday Night
Oh,
Football
yeah, it's the
against the
Bills.
Bills. Yeah, so that'll be another.
Oh,
We'll
great
see
matchup.
the dreaded Damar Hamlin game. So
Not twice in a row, right?
yeah, they're surely not right.
Yeah.
Surely that's not possible.
Can't become a
Um,
thing.
Yeah, Lions, get
and CBC's.
kind of a good win. I mean, the Raiders are the
They're not
Raiders
good.
are just they're dead in the water, so
Jahmyr
they
Gibbs had a
kinda
great showing though.
they just move up just because the Niners dropped down, not much because of them.
Oh, I thought they moved up
Um,
because that fan literally pulled up Jahmyr Gibbs, like,
I
just fucking
mean, that was
pressed
pretty
him up
sweet.
real quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
just said, "You're gonna come up in the stands with us now."
Yeah, that was incredible,
Yeah,
actually.
so into the top 5, Dolphins, just hang around, beat the Pats, nothing crazy, so I'm sure people will ask, "Okay, well, why did the Jags last week, the Jags were behind the Dolphins, they both win, why did the Jags go up?" For me personally, I value the win in the rain against the Steelers, now especially since the Steelers won, a little bit higher than I do the Dolphins win against the Pats. I think the Pats are just pretty dead. So they're very very close though. I mean, there's not much in it really. Um, and obviously the Dolphins have a chance to be some real high risers this week with the game in Germany against the Chiefs. So you know, we can talk about the top three. We had a differ. We'll talk about 2 and 3 because in my
Yeah.
personal rankings, I still had the Chiefs at 2.
Okay.
You had the Ravens at 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was more fun just to have the Ravens at 2, so I went with that for, like, the tiebreaker just 'cause. But I want you to explain to me why you think the Ravens are at 2 over the Chiefs.
Okay. No, I just saw the way that the Ravens have played these last 2 weeks. Lamar's looking way more comfortable being a pocket passer, getting the ball to his weapons, the running game's going, defense is fucking lights out. I think it's more so the way that they played against the Lions versus the way the Chiefs played against the Lions. And I understand the Chiefs didn't have Kelsey, they didn't have Chris Jones. But that performance that they just put up against the Broncos, either the Broncos are waking up
Mhm.
or the Chiefs just and I know you can have one game a season where you just kind of don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I kind of have to punish you for losing to the Broncos team that bad.
Yeah.
So the Ravens to me got the jump up. They played consistent these last 2 weeks. You get the nod.
Yeah, that's fair. I just kept them at 2 just 'cause not to say the win didn't matter, obviously, that first game of the year, I almost have been, like, living this whole season as if the Chiefs were undefeated just because I know that they didn't have Chris Jones and Kelsey. Like, I've kinda just been living in this fairy tale land of, well, alright, they didn't have 2 of their 3 best players, so, like, I'm gonna just kinda treat them as if I almost felt like this was their first, like, like,
Loss.
they walked in and lost a football game, and there's no excuses, there's no anything. Um, I do think there are some concerns with the Chiefs on offense, which is very
It
odd.
was odd
Like,
to hear about that.
I'm not worried in a sense of, like, they not win the Super Bowl? I think they still can, not 'cause, like, they did it last year. The people
Yep.
had questions about which receivers would step up, then they got to they still have Mahomes. But I think it's very clear that Kelsey is slowing down.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
not the
without
same
Taylor there.
that too, but he's not the
Yeah.
same electrifying, like, run after catch type of guy as he used to be. He's very much finding holes in the zone.
Catch it 10 yards drop.
Yeah, yeah, like, it's nothing too crazy, but
More
I
Gronk-esque.
yeah, I didn't mind the Ravens at 2, like, there's not much in it, and obviously the Chiefs can with the big win over the Dolphins, can kinda cement themselves maybe back at 2. Ravens will still play the Seahawks, so if the Ravens still win, then maybe we don't change it at all, but, um, yeah, I guess that'll lead us into number 1. For the first time this season, the Eagles have jumped in our rankings to number 1. It kinda almost just by default, because the Chiefs lost,
Yeah.
they kinda go up, but I think it's been looming for a little bit. The Chiefs haven't, like, impressed too much. There was a world where last week after the Eagles win against the Dolphins, or I guess it's almost
2
2
weeks ago.
weeks ago at this point, but that you could have jumped them to 1 after a pretty dominant Sunday Night Football performance, but I think it's fun that they're 1 coming into
Yeah.
Cowboys week. I just
Oh, yeah.
think with the Eagles, more so than any other team in the league, they can win in any type of way. Like, I feel like the Chiefs right now are, like, they're struggling. Like even the Chiefs can lose a bad one. Like that game wasn't. It was close, but like they lose by, what was it 20 something to
24-6.
9? Maybe did they have 9?
Let
Like
me
the
check.
Chiefs didn't score a touchdown. When's the
Yeah,
last time that's happened? Versus the Eagles, who can.
yeah, it was 24-9.
Whereas right now, I just feel like the Eagles can win a shootout. They can have
Ground and
Hurts throw
pound.
for 4 touchdowns. They could run for 200 yards. The defense can wake up like they did against the Dolphins. The secondary could do this. They could get 7 sacks. Like there's so many different ways that they can beat you, where I feel like as with the other teams, you're seeing some of the limitations. Like with the Ravens, if the receivers aren't catching the ball, they'll lose. Like they lost to the Steelers. For the Chiefs, if the receivers aren't catching the ball either. For the Jags defense, maybe Dolphins, how physical are they? Lions, if you can get Jared Goff rattled in the pocket, they can
Yep.
struggle. Bengals right now are hot, but like earlier in the
Depends on
year, it's
Burrow's
like, yeah,
health.
if Burrow's feeling good. The Niners, if Purdy isn't playing well, if you can rattle Purdy, boom. Cowboys are very just hit or miss. Either they're gonna
Blow you
beat the
out or
brakes off you, or they're gonna get
go
shit
bad.
on. And then, Seahawks kind of just win close games, but there isn't much wow factor there. I feel like with the Eagles, you've seen everything this year. Like you've seen earlier in the year running for over 200 yards against the Vikings and the Bucks, and then you
Yeah.
see last week scoring 38 points against the Commanders, and then shutting down, kind of shutting down Tua and Tyreek the week before. They've been doing a lot. So
See, my big question to you, Zach, is we put the 49ers on fraud alert when they were kind of going through a slump. If the Dolphins lose to the Chiefs, do they get put on fraud alert? Because that's 3 big name
yeah, I would
teams
say so.
that they've lost to. Because
I think so,
okay,
100%. I think Dolphins are potential fraud alert right now
they're
because
exciting to
they.
watch. Don't get me wrong, but
No, I
when they
would
play good
say I
teams,
would say they can lose. They can lose and not be on front. Like if they play the
it's a
Chiefs
close
down to
game,
the wire, I'll allow it. But they cannot lose by
20 or
14
30.
or more. Yeah, like if they lose by 17, 21, like they are for sure fraud alert because people weren't expecting them to maybe be Super Bowl ready like they were with the Niners. That's why even though the Niners have been losing close-ish games, they're still on fraud alert because we were expecting them to be this big bad wrecking machine,
Mhm.
and they're kinda not that. With the Dolphins, it kinda just got exploded on us when they had the 70-point game of like, "Oh, this is the greatest offense ever," and then they
Yeah,
play a good team. It's not even like I will say people are kinda overlooking the Dolphins from the sense of, "Oh, their passing game looked bad against the Eagles, and the Eagles just gave up whatever to Sam Howell." Whenever you look at an Eagles-Commanders game, take all logic out of the window. Nothing makes sense.
it's like a rivalry game in college, like,
It they're
shit just works.
The Commanders play the Eagles so well. Like, that could be a Super Bowl game. Like, if you get Commanders when they're playing the Eagles, they are one of the best teams of all time. I don't know what happens. I don't know why, but it's always a game. They're the one that they beat us last year,
With
to when we
Heineke,
were undefeated. Like, it's I don't know what goes wrong, but
everything that can go wrong does
I
go
think
wrong.
they just match up so well because they have a great D line, and it's tough to get the run game going. And I just think that their receivers, for whatever reason, like give us fits. They're kind of just quick, not little guys, but like love running slants and crossing routes and this. They're not just really the I'm about to go deep type of guy. So it just like
Yeah, it
causes
changes
you
it
to,
up.
yeah, it's a different vibe for sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
there's top 10.
perfect.
Let us know what you guys think.
Let us know if you think the Ravens like, if the Ravens win this week and let's say the Eagles lose,
Yeah, I mean,
let us know in the comments if do we have the
probably,
Ravens become number 1? It's good to
probably.
alright, should we
I
jump
guess
I
we'll go
mean,
to college.
yeah, we could switch them up a
Go
little
to
bit.
college.
Got
So
our Stooge picks of the week here. We got some
yeah.
great games. I know I say that almost every week, but this one
Mhm.
is, like, capital great, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah, this is a
thinking
pretty elite weekend, and we're not even
yeah.
including Bedlam on here.
No, sadly, unfortunately, rest in peace.
Yeah. So
Uh,
it's gonna be
let's start with that SEC matchup with Missouri, Georgia. I'm gonna go down that right side. I
okay.
mean, I see you're
I'm just gonna believe.
You're
I
believing.
wanna
Okay.
I'm just gonna believe. That's all this
Okay.
is belief.
I love it.
Um,
I love it.
yeah. I don't even have any hard hitting analysis. The
Just
only thing I will
hope and
say
pray.
is this Missouri wide receiver, Luther Burden, he's a
Yeah.
dog.
Okay.
He might be the best receiver in the country. And I know there's Marvin Harrison.
Mhm.
I know this dude is legit. Now, could he get locked up against Georgia? Maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he has the most yards and catches in college football right now.
Damn.
So this dude is the real deal. If anyone were to do it, this is the time, Missouri. Like this is your like they have a chance if they win this game. They can go to the SEC championship game. Like this is big time stakes right here. So I'm just gonna believe they won't win though. Obviously, Georgia will win by 3 points,
Yep.
and we'll all be pissed. But you know, one can hope.
Hey, I agree with you. Um, Same way that you said that, I really wanna believe in Missouri, but I know this is a home game and
Yeah,
they don't lose between the hedges.
yeah.
So, I'm gonna stick with my I'm gonna be rooting for Missouri, but
Oh, from start to finish, I'll be rooting. I'll be
yeah,
praying.
I wouldn't mind losing this pick. So,
Yeah,
we'll see if Missouri can get it done,
I'm just
shake up
hoping
the
my
playoffs a
me
little bit.
picking them gives them a little extra juice.
I'm hoping me going against them gives them some juice too, so we got the double juice, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just
Uh huh.
boom.
I like that.
Go down a little Big 12 matchup,
Mhm.
Texas, Kansas State. I mean, we're both rolling. I don't know if the old time coach is still there for Kansas
No, I
State,
don't
the
think Bill
old
Schneider's there,
national
but I'm gonna call them the fighting Bill Schneiders. He's there in spirit somewhere.
It's like Lou Holtz with the Irish. You just know
Yeah, he's
he's there.
around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same vibe. I just
Mhm.
think like Kansas State always gives Texas a weird
Yep.
matchup. Everyone always thinks, Kansas State, they won't be that good. But like they're a 61-yard field goal against Missouri away from being 7-1 right now. Their only losses are at Missouri, at Oklahoma State, and right now Oklahoma State's looking good. They're 6-2 and 4-1 in the conference. So this team has, went at Texas Tech, got a big win. They slaughtered TCU 41-3, slaughtered Houston, who just gave um
Texas a game.
was that Texas or was that Oklahoma? No, yeah.
I think it was
Gave
Texas.
Texas a almost should have lost. So I mean,
Yeah.
Texas is still going to be without Quinn Ewers. Like I think this is the spot right here. Like Oklahoma just lost. Texas is feeling probably good about themselves now that Oklahoma lost. This you could get caught on a big noon. This is big noon kickoff.
Yep.
I like the upset here. I wish it was at,
At
Kansas
Kansas
State,
State.
but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think it's possible.
I think so too. I'm with you. I double checked it because I wanted to see if Quinn Ewers was back, and I was like, if he's back, I'll go with Texas. He's not back.
Nope, not
I
back.
looked at the stats for the guy who they got right now, Malik. Didn't wow me last game against
Mhm.
BYU, which you should if you're going to be the starter.
Yeah.
Against it's BYU. This isn't Kansas State. If there's anything we know about Kansas State, they run the ball. They kill the clock,
Mhm.
run the ball, not just with their running backs. Their quarterbacks always have great running game. Um, I kind of see like a 27-24 upset. Last
Okay.
minute field goal, driving down,
I
little
like that.
QB run up the gut,
I'd
timeout,
I'd
win
love
it.
it. There's
I'm
nothing
thinking,
I'd love more. And I'm even looking at these games that didn't make the cut for our picks this week.
okay,
Like this game still isn't like a Notre Dame at Clemson. Like that's still like a fun game. A&M at Ole Miss. Like there's so many good games this weekend.
yeah,
Like it's pretty sweet. You really
Bedlam. I
gotta love
mean,
it. College
Bedlam should
football
be
is just
good.
even Oregon State at Colorado will be fun.
Yeah, maybe they'll
Like
get their
that.
chains back.
We got a double. I mean, we almost have a double dose of Pac-12 after dark because that one's at 7 p.m. and then we got a 7:30 of UCLA Arizona. Like that's a two TV doubleheader right there if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah, yeah, it demands it.
Yeah.
I mean, college football is the
Speaking,
greatest.
yeah. Speaking Pac-12, do we go down to Washington SC or do we leave that for last? Do we go back up to the left?
We could go down there and then kind of, go all the way
And
up to
okay.
Old
What
Tuscaloosa.
we'll end with College Game Day.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
No surprises here.
Washington coming to town. Protect the home,
I mean, I
protect
should
the
pick
boys.
Washington, but I
Uh,
won't.
yeah, I should as well. But
I won't
I
do it.
honestly,
I kind of
seeing
have
the
a
way
good
Washington's
I
played the
low
past
key
few
have a
weeks,
good feeling, but that I feel like there's also a part of me that's like, I think Washington has been sleepwalking with this game circled, almost, like, "Alright, we got our big win." They almost feel like they're just big game hunting. They're like,
Mm,
"Alright, big game against Oregon, we win. Just do whatever we gotta do. Chill, win, and then boom, big game hunting at SC." Like, that's almost the vibe I'm getting,
okay.
but there's a world I like USC's chances simply because at least the Washington defense has looked gettable recently.
Yeah.
So if like, Stanford had a chance to get a 4th down and
Yeah.
go down and kick a
We're down
field
to
goal to
2.
win that game. So if SC can come out and score, we don't need to come out like the Arizona game where it's 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and you're like, you
Please
look up
God.
and you're down 17-0, and you're like, what is going on? But I would love I mean, I obviously wouldn't love SC's defense getting torched, but this just feels like a Caleb Williams, Michael Penix score for score, who has the ball last type of vibe.
You know, I'm stuck between both sides, so I see what you're saying with, like, it could be just a drive for drive, basically a one-on-one, like, basketball, like, "Okay, you're gonna
Yeah,
score, then I'm gonna score." I almost get the feeling that both of these defenses are just gonna show up. Like,
yeah.
we're gonna be surprised, we're gonna be like, "Where's Penix? Like,
The
why isn't
thing
Caleb?"
is,
And it's
even
like
if they show up, they're still shit. They could
so
show
is
up and be
Washington's
average.
defense.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, by them
Yeah,
showing up, it could
yeah.
mean the game is like 35-31. It's like,
Yeah,
dang,
exactly.
defenses really showed up today, and you're like, they hit the under, like, cool, yeah, the over under, like, what is the over under?
Yeah.
Let's see,
It's
76.5.
God.
Yeah, so 35-31 would be an under. So, like, yep, defenses really came to play. Like, is there a world where this is 59-56? There is,
Yeah,
right? Like,
there is.
be insane. That would be insanity.
I'm kind of feeling though the way that we've been watching USC's defense with Gentry in pass coverage. There's been so many picks that just go through his hands.
Yeah.
I got a feeling on Saturday those don't go through his hands.
I'm just worried about the DBs against these receivers. I am truly just
If
Odunze and Polk and McMillan, like, they could just
if our D line runs right by the quarterback one more
yeah,
fucking
if we
time,
could, like, Penix doesn't wanna move around. If we can get pressure, there is a good chance.
yeah,
But if we don't and we let him just throw dots everywhere, I'm telling you it does not matter. These DBs will get cooked.
yep.
They will just
So
get Kentucky fried.
shout out to
But
the
we're picking
Colonels.
SC, so there you go.
Yeah,
Sue us.
yeah. Pick 'em with a heart. All right, going over to Pac-12 after dark.
Mhm.
Arizona, UCLA. I mean, you know me. I've made the prediction
You've been
Arizona's winning
on the
out.
train, and I have been off the train, and we're gonna keep
Yeah,
this thing rolling until
you're gonna
one
keep
of
fading.
us it
Okay,
was like when I was fading the Lions and you were on the Lions. It's like, you know what? Eventually, either you'll
they'll
be
get
right for
tired.
the rest of the year or I'll get one. And this is my least confident one, if I'm being honest. Like, I was more
Yeah,
confident with the Oregon State one,
yeah.
but I don't know. That SC, if there's one or SC, if there's one thing that I know, UCLA can get after the quarterback.
Hmm.
And I haven't really seen Fafita have to, like, really maneuver and withstand hits and, like, do that whole thing and still throw the ball. Like, if they can really rattle him, maybe I could slow it down a little. I still am just worried, like, does UCLA have enough offense to like, they barely had enough offense to beat Colorado.
Yep.
That's the only thing that worries me, but I think their D line is so good. Like, they have 3 of the top
Yeah,
10
those
guys.
brothers, whoever those guys
They have the
are.
2 twins and they have Latu. They're 3 of the top, like, 7 guys in the country for pressures, which is crazy. 3
Yeah,
guys on 1 team. They have just been hunting people. It worries me for the SC game because Caleb might be literally running for his life, but
we'll get to
yeah.
that.
We'll see. I'm gonna go with UCLA. They are 2.5-point favorites at
Mhm.
Arizona, but this Arizona team, they wanna make a magical end of the
Man,
season, so, yeah. This is a title eliminator right here, like, loser of this game is done for in the Pac-12. Winner, you keep you keep moving on. It's like survive and advance right about now.
yeah, it's almost like a
So,
playoff game, like
yeah,
in
pretty
high school.
much.
Like, okay, I win, I go on. If not,
Yeah, this is
faded.
it. Like, if you lose this game, there is a 0% chance that you're gonna be in the Pac-12 championship game. If you win, you still might have a shot at it.
I'd love to see it. I think my prediction is gonna come true with these boys. They're firing.
They're
Like
firing on all cylinders.
I think they're just so young, they don't know that their schedule's tough, they don't know, like, there's pressure, they're just playing ball, and it
Yeah.
is working. But we'll see. Maybe they'll have a letdown, and I'll get the breaks beaten off me like 35-7, and then have to drink a Four Loko. I mean,
Yep.
it's
For
the
sure.
way the world works. Last but not least, the SEC showdown, Bama, LSU, Tuscaloosa. I mean, what more do we need, you know?
Yeah.
I
This
mean, we're
is
both riding with the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Like LSU is just I feel like they're a bad matchup right about now for Bama. But like, I just feel like if this turns into a shootout, I don't like Bama's chances.
Yeah,
But if they can control the clock, like they can probably run all over this LSU defense. This LSU defense
yeah,
is very bad, and I feel like the Bama defense is
it's
good
coming around.
enough. It's good enough to like get some takeaways against LSU because like Daniels will give you a couple he'll give you a fumble and a pick. He might still
Yeah,
throw for 4 touchdowns and run for another one, but he'll give you a couple chances. So I'm going Bama. I think this is the start. Like they've kind of been making the run, but I think this is really the stamp on we're going to the SEC champ. This is basically a game to decide who's going to the SEC championship game, pretty much.
this is their last test, it looks like, in their
Yeah, they're
schedule.
gonna play Kentucky, which should be pretty
Chattanooga.
free. Chattanooga's free dub, and then at Auburn is always
Yeah.
it always can be tough, but Auburn's pretty down this year, so this is it. Like this is the game. I like Saban to figure it out, and at home they find a way to win. I
Yeah.
like Bama.
And this is shaping up like we're saying. Nick
It is
Saban finds himself one loss, the end of
one
the season,
loss. If you
SEC
go to SEC
champion.
championship game, beat a Georgia team that isn't quite as good, and you're
Yep.
right on into that. All they need now is just they need a Texas
Texas to
loss.
lose. Yeah.
They need a Texas to lose one more, and if they,
Texas
well,
might look
this
like
is
they
this is
might.
the thing. Like, so the Kansas State Texas game's at 9. Say
Yeah.
at 12:30, it's in the locker room at Bama. Hey, Texas just lost. Here's our shot at it. Like, we're gonna be ahead of them in the rankings now. If we win out, we don't have to worry about the
Head to
head to
head.
head because now they'll have 2 losses and it won't matter. So, could be that extra motivation that they need.
Yeah. I'm hoping so.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a great slate of games. I'm
Oh,
excited.
it's gonna be lovely.
Probably won't be able to watch as many as we'd like just because we'll be at the SC game. So what? We'll miss the Bama game.
Yeah.
But hey, what are
Might
you
be able
going to
to get it
do?
on the
We'll
phone.
we'll probably be back for Pac-12 after dark. That'll be nice. We'll probably miss the. We'll probably be able to watch about half of Missouri, Georgia. We'll get enough of what we need.
Yeah. Get a
Yeah,
good
we'll,
dose.
we'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah,
And then moving on to our Sunday slate.
yeah. Big Sunday too.
Starting out with the old Frankfurt, Germany game. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins, Chiefs, that's a great matchup to go
Yeah, it's gonna
overseas with.
be. Yeah, they're blessed out there to get that one.
I see you're rolling with the Finns here.
I'm rolling with the Dolphins only because it's in Germany. I
Okay.
I think if this was a Chiefs home game, they win because I don't Chiefs losing back to back like never
Yeah.
happens because they'll lose and then they'll probably get another look at a home game after and then they'll right the ship.
Yeah.
But they lose, gonna have to fly out
Yeah.
to
Germany.
Germany. Like I think they could still be struggling on offense, not gonna have a lot of prep time, layovers, jet lag, whatever, so be it. I don't know. I think the Dolphins could just maybe blitz them early. And
Jump on them quick.
yeah, like I kind of am. I'm not sure if like the Chiefs' offense is good enough to go score for score. Now the defense could make stops, but I haven't seen this Chiefs defense. I wouldn't consider them a physical defense. I'd say they're a fast defense, whereas the Eagles out physical the Dolphins. Like
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs, and I think Tyreek wants to just go nuclear against his old team. So
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I'm picking the Chiefs. Um,
just
when you
because you don't
play
want,
with
you don't think they'll lose to Tyreek?
no, I don't think they'll lose to Tyreek, but kind of watching their game. Obviously, I'm not. This last one was pretty tough, but watching their other games, From an offensive perspective, I think they can right the ship as far as I think you can run the ball in this Dolphins team really well.
Mhm.
Eagles ran the ball very, very well. I understand their O line's great. Chiefs got a pretty good O line, got a good variety of backs. I'm really looking for Rashid Rice to show up at that game
Mhm.
because my inclination is, are you going to put Jalen Ramsey on Kelsey? Because I'll tell you, as a Rams fan, I've seen it 100 times. Kelsey will eat against him.
Mhm.
So that's not going to work. But I think they'll double him, so they'll give him some safety help, and then that will open Rashid Rice on some one-on-one matchups. And he catches the ball. I think Patrick Mahomes will have a good day.
Yeah.
I just see Andy Reid obviously not wanting to lose to Tyreek and knowing Tyreek's tendencies, he's going to scheme his defense around it or give them some pointers.
Mhm.
And I think the Chiefs will get the job done.
Fair enough. I mean, I hope we get a I just hope we get a good game. I hope there
Yeah,
isn't like a blowout.
blowout.
The people in Germany don't they deserve a great matchup.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They're great fans. They deserve a little matchup.
Yeah.
Get some
Going from great
beers.
matchup to mid matchup right below. I mean, the year of the backup QB has finally struck. We got
Yep.
Heineke in and Ritter out, and now we have Jaron Hall in, Kirko Chains out.
Possibly Dobbs, they said, might start.
Is he okay? I
They said
didn't
there's
know
a
if he because
chance.
I know they trade obviously, if anyone didn't know, they traded for Dobbs. I didn't know if he'd be ready to go for this specific game, but I figured maybe they just let the rookie run out there and see what's up, but,
I mean,
um,
Kevin O'Connell didn't explain that he is going to start on the Pat McAfee show, but he didn't rule it out.
okay. So maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I still think that as a team, I think the Vikings are just a little more hot right now. I think they're probably happy that they got Dobbs because at least their organization is showing the players like, "Hey, like, I know it's a tough situation, Kirk got hurt, but we're still willing to give you guys a QB that can at least try, like, he'll try and he won't, like, totally
I'll give you a
sabotage the
chance.
season." Yeah, like,
Give you a
yeah,
shot.
I mean, they'll be right around 500 for this year and maybe sneak into the playoffs, but, I just don't I hate just picking the Falcons, so I don't wanna do it.
Okay.
I'm done with the Falcons. I'm done with Artie Smith. I'm done with this whole, like, they might be better with Heineke, but I don't know. I lit for this game, I basically flipped a coin and gave me Vikings, so, like, there you go. Vikings it is. I mean, they're both 4 and 4. They are, Vikings are 3 and 1 on the road, Falcons are 3 and 1 at home. Like, it says as even Steven as it gets, but I don't know. I think the Falcons are maybe a little better coached,
Yeah.
probably have a little bit better of a defense.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this is about like as even as it gets, so we'll see.
Took the Falcons because they're at home, and I like
Yeah,
Heineke. You know,
Heineke
reliable.
he'll win you one, but he'll also give you one. I'm hoping this is the one where he gives you one.
Okay,
That would be nice.
that might help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's move. Let's keep the
Wanna g-
Bills and Bengals for
Yeah, let's
last.
go to
Let's jump
Sun.
up to
Oh,
that.
okay, all right.
You want to go Seahawks Ravens?
No, we can go up to Eagles Cowboys.
Okay, I mean, I think that's the game of the week for me
I
for
would say
NFL.
so. Yeah, for sure.
Eagles, Cowboys,
At the link.
uh, Cowboys at the link. I mean,
Doesn't get much better than that.
I'm biased. I absolutely hate the Cowboys, so I'm
Yeah.
always happy when the Cowboys lose. I've never been more confident that the Eagles should handle business against Cowboys
Okay.
than this year. You got all the pieces.
Mhm.
Got to make it happen.
Yep. I am less confident than you.
Hmm,
Just because I know, just historically, Eagles, Cowboys, like, you never know.
got
Dak
it.
plays well against the Eagles. Granted, this is kind of a different squad than, like,
Yes,
last year, Jalen didn't play. It was Minshew. Then when Jalen did play earlier in that season, it was Dak who was out. So it's kind of like,
got him full strength for the first time
yeah,
in a
now
while.
this will be. But the only thing that concerns me is Jalen's knee is definitely an issue. Um,
Mm-hmm.
whether I just think it limits the run game. They're going to be less worried about Jalen running, and against a team like the Cowboys with the D line that's really active and can move around, and Parsons who kind of just floats around everywhere. It might be a little tougher to run the ball than it usually is, and the RPOs might not hit the same, but um, I think the Eagles will still win,
'Kay.
and I think AJ Brown just has a master. I really do. Like I don't see
I
all
don't
the
think they have
people
a
are like,
quarterback better than
"Oh,
him.
CD is pretty close to how good AJ Brown is." Not even close. CD has to play in the slot because he can't be a big dog number 1 on the outside. He just doesn't have it in him, which is fine. It's the same with Cup. Like Cup works better from the slot. Like he's not Alpha X, like,
No.
which is fine. So like all the people are like, "Oh no, CD is just like he's a better wide receiver 1 than AJ." I'm like there's no one that you can just like it's double coverage and you just yeah, well, fuck it. Throw it to him over there. He'll probably just jump over 2 people and catch it. Like
I feel like he's a
he's such
more
a he's such a
athletic
glitch. Like
he's more of an athletic Hopkins.
yeah.
He's got that ability to just, like you said, double coverage,
He's
throw it
doing
up,
what people
make
thought
them.
DK was gonna do, and
Yeah.
DK just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It's basically Megatron. It's the first like it's like not even Megatron. Who is like it's like Julio Jones, who's also an Eagle now. But like it's that type
Yeah.
of it's that like you just throw it to him and you're like oh he caught it. Of course he caught it. Why wouldn't he have caught it? So but I do say that I do think this could be a big Dallas Goddard week, not just because
Mhm.
they're playing the Dallas Cowboys, but Cowboys have struggled against tight ends, and I think everyone else will step up. I think the Cowboys will really, really try and they'll put Gilmore and they'll put someone over the top of AJ. It could be a big Smitty
It's a
week
Schmitty
or
week.
a Dallas week, Dallas Goddard week. So I think it'll be fun. I hope they can get the run game going a little bit. That would be
Just keep him
nice.
honest.
I'm pretty sure Jalen Carter is going to play. He kind of played a little bit against the Commanders. He got an MRI on his back, but everything looked clear. So yeah, I'm excited. Nervous but excited. I would love to go. The Eagles have a bye next week, so if you can go into the bye, you're 8-1. Then you got the gauntlet of, got to play Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks. 5-game stretch. So like, you can be 8-1 going into that. That's a-okay by me.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean,
Should be fun.
I also took into account Dak also has one game a year where he just goes crazy. He did that against the Rams.
Mhm.
So I see him
Yeah.
having a letdown game against the Eagles.
And another thing is Dak as an underdog, 1-7. Passer
Uh,
rating goes way down. Now, obviously, like as an underdog, you're supposed to lose, but that also means like he's not really shining in when he's got to actually play teams that are equal to or better. So,
but yeah, I mean, just looking at the Cowboys record this year, the only good team that they really played was the 49ers and they lost.
mhm.
Also lost to the Cardinals who weren't great, but everybody else, I mean, Giants not good, Jets until they get Aaron Rodgers are not considered like great. Cardinals not there, Patriots not there,
Yep.
Chargers not there, Rams not there. Like so when Dak has to play like a good team, doesn't
Yeah,
usually
I
show
do
up.
love playing the Cowboys off of them slaughtering somebody. That does because that's always nice. Now they'll still get up for this game because it's a big rivalry game, but I would love it. I need Meek Mill running him out the tunnel,
Yeah.
singing "Dreams and Nightmares." Like we need that type of vibe.
Need
You
Lane
know,
Johnson coming out with a fucking dog mask on,
need
like
need Rocky music right
yep,
before the kickoff. Like we need bring it all out. Okay,
yeah,
don't hold anything back for this one.
yeah. Might need Jason Kelsey coming out with like a Rocky 2 robe over top, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like the
that'd be
black
sweet.
and gold.
Or need him with the Batman mask.
Okay.
That
That
would
the
be
Fat Man mask, got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be pretty elite too. Yeah, so it should be
Nice.
fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Should be.
I wish it was Sunday Night Football, but
You
it's a
know,
125 start. What are you gonna do?
can't have everything these days.
Yeah,
Where'd you put it?
yeah.
Then looking down that little gauntlet here, got Seahawks, Ravens. I'm riding with the Ravens. I saw a stat after I had picked the Lions to beat the Ravens. They finished the game, obviously getting the piss beat out of them, and they're sitting at the analyst desk, and they go, "Oh yeah, you know, Lamar Jackson's 15-1 against NFC opponents, so now he's 16-1." Said,
Mhm.
"Oh." Okay, you're 16-1, so
Might as well.
might as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I've been rocking with the Seahawks team for a while now. I'm gonna keep like, kind of like how you've been on the train of Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep riding the train, and we'll see how long she goes. I have a feeling it could come to an end this week, but they have been surprising me.
it's in Baltimore.
Um, in Baltimore will be tough, but I could see the Seahawks just kind of like eking out another close win. Lockett makes enough catches, and defense forces some turnovers. Maybe they make Lamar uncomfortable out there. Who knows? Like, we'll see. This is like the the low key good game. Like you'd put Eagles, Cowboys up there, then probably Dolphins, Chiefs, and then you'd
Yeah.
throw this game in there. I am more pumped for this game than even the Bills Bengals game on Sunday night. I won't lie.
See,
This one should be fun
did you check the injury report before you made your pick
for this game.
for the Seahawks?
No, who's out? DK.
Well, they're saying he's questionable, and so is Lockett.
I know DK last week was questionable too, and then he played. I don't know about Lockett though, but I know last
Lockett
week.
hamstring, limited to participate.
What was DK? I'm pretty sure he
Nothing.
has a no.
Doesn't say shit.
DK will play
Yeah.
because he was questionable last week. I think they'll play.
Okay.
I think
All
they'll be
right.
good. I
Hey.
believe.
All right. Hey, just
I
giving
think
you
I
the
think
facts on the
I think
pick.
Aguilar will have some drops. I'm predicting an Aguilar drop game.
I don't know why he's the starter, bro. Zay Flowers needs to take over that spot, man. Zay is good. He's a rookie, so he just needs to grow up a little bit. But when Lamar is on point with Zay, I mean, they're pretty tough
Yeah,
to
they're
stop.
solid.
And if they could somehow just get Odell Beckham in some spots,
Hmm.
he's not at the same physical spot where he
Yeah,
can
he just
be
don't
your
got it
number
no
one
more.
anymore. No,
It's honestly
and
sad to see.
yeah, and I mean, even when he was at the Super Bowl run for the Rams, like we didn't need him to be
Yeah,
a number one. Like it
didn't
was
need him
cool
to be
because he was single
Giants
covered.
Odell anymore. Yeah,
No, and I know everybody says he was going to go for 200 to get in the Super Bowl if he doesn't get hurt. I don't think so
probably
because
not.
he didn't have it in him. But hey, rest in peace.
Probably not.
Now they said that Odell could go off for 150 and
He
say fuck
probably
you.
will.
It's possible, you know. Last but not least,
Yeah,
we got
Sunday
the
night.
Sunday night Bills Bengals. I mean, we've kind of already said
We're
it.
we're on. We've been on this
Denver is
train
hot.
early.
We're
We
not
were on
getting
this
off.
train against the Niners. Like we saw it. It's like, hey, these guys are hot. Like
Yep.
now, this could go one of two ways. Either the Bills go back to Cincinnati, see the Bengals, and they get PTSD,
Okay.
or they show up and are like, we're gonna win it, because the last time we were here, everything went so terrible. One of two things, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Like it's gonna be weird. So, are they gonna like talk about it on the
I hope.
broadcast? Like what's gonna go? Because this is
Yeah.
literally.
A
I
year
mean,
pretty much
obviously
to the
not this
date.
time. I think it was a little later, like more
Was it?
towards
Oh
because it
yeah, it
was
was
kind
your
of a
wild card
playoff
was on the
push
yeah.
type of vibe. So it was like December-y. Like what are no, I think it was yeah, it was close to Christmas because like my whole family was there sitting on the couch watching. Everyone was home, and yeah, I don't know what's gonna. Last time, literally the last play that happened on that field between these two teams was him dying.
Yeah.
So
Literally.
yeah,
Um,
it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to predict that because is it like a Utah factor where like they're having
Yeah.
custom helmets or a remembrance night?
But
Like,
but it is a away game, and I think Cincinnati's more pissed because remember how it kind of screwed them out of seeding? They didn't have a
yep.
chance to be the number one seed or have a home field game or some bullshit like that. But I
Yeah.
think they're
Wait,
just
the Bengals ended up going on the road to beat the piss out of the Bills in the playoffs. That was
yeah,
round one. That was what the game was over.
yeah.
It
The
was
Cincinnati was pissed because they couldn't play the game
yeah,
because if they could have, there would have been a chance where they could have been the number one
the
seed.
number
I
one seed.
think,
Yeah,
and they didn't even get the chance because they just kind of made the game a wash.
yeah.
Um,
I remember
so
that.
they could still be just
Okay.
pissed about that and just be like, we're just gonna slaughter these guys again.
I just don't see
Which
the Bengals slowing down right now.
yeah, I
They're
really
hot.
don't. I think they got it going on. I think Josh Allen throws a couple picks like Purdy did, and
Yep.
that's what I'm thinking.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, like,
Kind of love it actually.
yeah,
So we got Good games on Saturday, good games on
We got good.
Sunday.
Yeah, this is a solid, very, very solid weekend on both sides. Like sometimes you have a good college weekend or a good NFL weekend. This is doing it because next week for NFL,
Did you
we
see
ain't looking too hot. We'll have
the
Niners,
banger?
Jags,
Did
and
you see the
uh,
banger we have for Thursday Night Football next week?
oh yeah, all time great game. Panthers at Bears. Gonna be 40 degrees in Soldier Field. I mean, that's just
Man,
how do you watch that game?
why did this get scheduled? That is my
It's
question.
because they probably thought the Bears wouldn't be horrible.
The Panthers?
Yeah, I mean, they probably knew that, but like, rookie QB, maybe they're I don't know. I got nothing for you. I wish I had an answer.
Wish you did too.
I
But
really do.
I would like Jags 49ers would be a great little Thursday.
Yeah, because we don't have a good NFL, but we got a good NCAA next weekend. We got Ole Miss at Georgia, Utah at Washington, USC at Oregon, Tennessee at Missouri,
Okay, good little preview.
Michigan at Penn State. We won't
But
get
they
too ahead
stole
of
their
ourselves.
signs.
Yeah,
So what do
so
they
there we
have?
go. All right, on to where are we going? Stooge of the week.
Oh, we're going
I
Stooge of the
mean,
week.
this is yeah.
I mean,
It's
just to kind
between
of give the
it's
build
between
up.
two people.
Well, kind of three, but
Yeah,
we had to pick the winner to be Mike McDaniels for being the
yeah.
first shitter fired this
Josh
year.
McDaniels, not Mike.
Gosh, my bad.
Mike
Gosh,
McDaniel, he's doing fine
you're right. Mike
at the
McDaniels, I'm
Dolphins.
sorry. Yeah, he's
Josh
doing a great job.
McDaniels is he's shit.
You think they're related somehow? Like
I hope
deep down
not,
the line, just kind of
because I don't
cross.
know what happened there.
One of them got dropped on their head.
Well, is it McDaniel, and then
Could
he's
be.
McDaniels?
Could be.
I think that's it. Maybe it is different last names. It's close enough.
See, but I'm a stooge, so to put that,
But yeah, we
that's
all week we were lining up it being Connor Stalions,
yeah,
Michigan scandal, but then breaking news a couple of days ago. How can Stooge of the Week not be the first NFL head coach to get fired? And
get
he's
shit
an
canned.
actual Stooge. Like if it was like Eberflus or someone the Bears got, or someone else, like, all right, whatever. Don't care. But this guy's an actual Stooge, so it is nice. He's been canned so many times. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how many times you get like. How many times we gonna do this song and dance,
I
Josh?
know. And who's gonna keep like stop hiring this guy as a head coach? He doesn't have it. He's a fine coordinator. Just let him run the offense and do that. But as a head coach,
Maybe the
guys
Steelers should bring him in for offensive
guy's
coordinator.
horrible. Maybe it wouldn't be horrible. Like when he's at the Pats,
Patriots?
like their offense was good. So yeah, I don't know what goes wrong when he's head coach, but definitely not the best idea to ship off Derek Carr
Well,
when he convinced Adams to come and then get Jimmy G, who's just a shit version of Derek Carr.
and then also trade Darren Waller because you don't like that his wife just
Yeah.
got traded over to the Aces, and they got married
He's
without you
just a
right
big
after.
he's just a
Like,
big dumb idiot. So
yeah,
good riddance, Raiders. Maybe you figure it out. You probably won't.
probably not.
But
Probably
you
not.
had Derek Carr who actually wanted to play for you forever, but you shipped him out of town just for a shittier quarterback.
Yeah,
So real smart stuff. So hopefully maybe you don't get a job for a while.
that's why they were all talking about Mike McDaniels was really focused on his golf game. I said, okay, so the best thing to give him, not just a trophy, got just some gold golf balls, pal.
There you go.
Got to
You
use
can
us on
hang
the
out. He'll
the
probably
course.
hang out in Vegas still.
Yeah,
A lot of good courses out there.
I got to strip clubs.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
ish.
Yeah. So
And
there
then,
you
of course,
go.
when we were making this graphic, we were already talking about Connor Stallions, and right
Uh,
on cue, son of a bitch steals everything. So he's just peering in, trying to see
yeah.
what info they can get
He's
on me.
trying to get his trophy.
Yeah,
But you missed out. If there was no head coach fire, it would have been you, Connor, and you might,
would have been.
with more intel coming out, you still might have a chance
You're in the running, pal.
next week. You might be in the running every week.
Yeah,
So don't you
yeah.
just sit back and
Well, he can't
y-
do that. It's
yeah,
not
well,
possible.
yeah, true.
So that happened,
We'll
and
see you next week, Connor.
sure, we'll see. Oh, we'll see a lot of Connor, but I have to give a shout out to the Bears organization. Um, no other franchise have I seen who is so terrible, who goes and makes a move that you're a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
I
They're
have
picking up Montez Sweat for what reason?
we
I
can't
don't
we
understand.
have two of our offensive linemen blocking each other on every play. We can't win a game, we can't complete a pass. We have a third string guy running the show, but we're
Honestly,
gonna go trade for Montez.
you know how I feel bad? I feel bad, so bad for Montez Sweat because he's like, all right, got traded to the Bears, and then the day later, your running partner, Chase Young gets traded to the Niners, Super Bowl contender. He's probably sitting there like, why couldn't it have been me?
Yeah.
Please. I had to go to the Bears and he gets to go to the Niners. This is not fair.
Doesn't he have an expiring deal though this year? I think this is the last year on it.
Yeah, probably, which is why they wanted to offload him. But still, like, I'm pretty sure Chase Young is probably about to be hella expensive. Who,
Yeah.
how many people can the Niners pay?
I don't know, but how many people do
Everyone?
the Niners need? Like, what
Yeah,
more do
how
you
many
need?
more stars do you need? Like, at the end of the day, load him up, dude. You got Purdy. He's not going to get you there.
Yeah.
So
They said there was a chance that the Niners were in the market for Devontae Adams. I'm like, okay, let's get somebody else, huh?
throw him out there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't matter.
Get the shit quarterback. All right. Let's get Stooge of the week and
Done.
let me go ahead and load up old Twitter and see what we got.
Alrighty.
There were some interesting things and some what the hell things.
Okay.
Kind of a lot of what the hell things, to be honest with you. Where did this one end? The last one we ended on was the big fat Stooge just trying to get away from Michael Myers, right?
Yeah, right around there. Maybe
Okay.
there was. I think we might have. We could go further down. Maybe.
Well,
Maybe that
no,
was.
I think you would remember this one.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, man, allergy season is just terrible.
Oh,
It's just
it'll ruin your life. There's no doubt about that.
punches you right in the throat. Okay. I mean, this
Okay.
is
Yeah.
just fucking terrible. I don't even know why this is a thing.
I don't even know if we want to click on that.
No, I really don't.
Might get banned.
Yeah, I don't really want to. Some fucking Twitch streamer. Is she a Twitch streamer? Is she only? I don't know what she is anymore. I
I
just
don't
remember she was in
know.
like a lawsuit and she was
Yeah.
abused. Whatever. This lady, Amaranth, Amaranth, Amor,
Yeah. Something like that. I don't really know how you say it, honestly.
Armor, whatever. Revealed her plan for safe for work OnlyFans content, teasing Ninja Warrior and Fear Factor like shows. So, like, it- I have so many questions, and yet I don't want any of them answered. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
what what could Ninja Warrior like for OnlyFans? What is that?
I
I
have
mean,
no idea. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what like this could entail. Safe for work, OnlyFans content. Like, she's just doing like YouTube videos, like YouTube challenge videos, and just posting them on OnlyFans. Is that what this is?
is it just doing these challenges and like everyone's in a
Like
bikini? Is
safe
that like
for
the
yeah, like
thing?
safe for work meaning they're not. But like, why not do it not safe for work? Why not do these
Okay,
shows, do Ninja Warrior and Fear Factor on OnlyFans, and have the girls be naked or something? I don't know.
okay.
Like,
Got dongs flying everywhere, that type of thing. Like, just
yeah, or like I
okay.
don't like why make it safe for work? Just you're just doing the same thing that everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Like your gimmick is you're on OnlyFans. Do the gimmick.
So it's like Naked and Afraid, but now we're just like
Yeah,
doing
dump them out.
dump them out, wipeout,
Yeah,
wipe out and dump them out.
yeah.
We're onto something here. That's just terrible.
I don't wanna
Good luck
see
with
any
your.
safe for work content on OnlyFans. That's not what I'm there for.
Why is someone looking at it safe for work? This is
Yeah,
perfect. Uh, this is something that I believe we would do back in grade school. This is a public service announcement for
okay.
librarians. You might want to, occasionally check
Mhm.
how the World Book
Oh, yeah.
Encyclopedias are arranged on your shelf. You know what? I,
How did
I
this
applaud
even
these
happen?
gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't even know,
How did they even
because like, if I'm looking at this,
That's impressive. I like
what
it.
what encyclopedia had all of like?
What is
These
it?
boys
What
worked
is it
hard.
supposed to spell? Like
I don't World
cl- clock? Is there a clock in there?
I don't know, but there's a
I
cock in
don't
there.
know, but they found out. They cracked the code.
Job,
Respect to
boys.
these gentlemen.
Job. Thank you, Darren, for
Yeah,
taking care
for
of business here.
yeah,
I hope it never got changed. I hope no one like, was keying about it and then now we
yeah.
have it. Good job, boys. That's what we need more of this in sports.
Facts.
There's a lot more people just I can okay, let me
All
just
right.
rearrange this. Could you imagine we did that in elementary school?
Oh, they would get pissed. Should
I
have
mean,
though.
should have,
Should have done it.
should have. Oh well. This is kind of dope. I saw these. We get some shit camos in Call of Duty, but like,
Oh,
give me a Red Bull. Like,
that's
this
sweet.
would be unreal. Then we go through. Like, this one's all right.
Okay.
Well, it's a little. Well,
Jeez. With the chicken?
the
That's
chicken
pretty
on
funny.
the arms too. You get Chick-fil-A up here too. This next one's actually would be really dope, dude.
Uh, yeah, that's pretty that's and you have like some like
Old
blue
blue
laser maybe or something like
could be lit.
that would be pretty funny.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean like it's better than what we would get.
yeah. So
We always just get something shit. So yeah,
saw
maybe
those.
let AI make the camos if you don't want to do it Activision.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
This one's pretty good. I fucked up.
Yeah,
Oh well.
but it's all right. You live
Well,
and you learn.
yeah. This one's pretty good. So obviously this guy put out a candy bag or basket. So I think that's actually like an old gallon
Yeah.
ice cream bucket, like you would get from
Yeah.
Walmart. You eat it out, clean it,
Yep.
and then now like that's your bucket. That's what we got here, I think. But he wanted to put a note here. Don't care how much candy you take, but if you have a hot single mom, leave her number. Love, your
Perfect.
future dad. Now, great setup, perfect placement. Probably if they're a little kid, they can't read.
They don't know. I think he's just
So
hoping
mom
the mom
walks up
walked
and
him up and,
boom.
like, he, like, did it as a haha joke, like, talking to the kid, but then the mom kinda sees it and is like, "Oh, okay, maybe. This guy seems funny."
It's not
That's
happening.
his plan. Maybe 1 as long as he gets 1, like,
Well,
it's a long night. He might secure 1 number. You never know.
maybe, maybe.
Probably not, but if he gets 1, then he would call that a win, I would assume.
What is this though? I thought at first this was a step. Is this like a
I don't know.
like I thought this was a windowsill after a while? Like I don't know.
I'm not sure where he exactly put this.
That might be the problem.
Yeah.
Part of it. All right. Okay. This I don't know about this. Apparently they're called cup noodles, not cup of noodles. So
Mhm.
I've been wrong my whole life. I guess I just wanted to put of. It's
Yeah,
like
just
cup
adding shit.
of the noodle. Yeah, my fault. Cup noodles will be microwavable for the first time in 50 years thanks to a new cup design. Now, am I crazy or did you also microwave it every single time?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, like which means you can microwave. Maybe you're not supposed to, but you can, like, you won't blow your
Yeah.
whole house up.
Everybody would do it. You pop that little top off,
Yeah,
to the perforated lines, fill it with water up to the top, put it in,
boom.
put it in the
Bing, bang,
microwave.
boom.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
hell?
I'm right there. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that, like, are you can microwave, but they say you're not supposed to, like, you could
Yeah.
probably throw even a plastic thing that's technically supposed to be non-microwavable, like, you could probably get away with it, like,
I mean,
depends.
yeah.
You don't wanna test it all the time, but,
Well, no.
don't blow your house up is all I'm saying.
Definitely don't put anything with like tinfoil or something like that or metal.
Yeah, like, that's
That'll turn pretty bad.
yeah, you might wanna stand clear of the,
Yeah.
microwave if you do something like that.
Yeah. Maybe hit the deck because that fucking thing is
Yeah,
shooting
it's
stuff
gonna
out.
blow.
Yeah. So now when you go buy a new cup
Now
noodles,
you know.
you can microwave it and feel just peachy.
Perfectly safe.
Uh, on another episode of What the Hell Type of Tradition is this? You have Akron.
Turnover tower.
I've
Tire.
heard of turnover chain, turnover
First of all,
thrown.
I knew that this game was going on. I saw a tweet that they're the second to worst and third to worst teams in the country rated.
Oh, then this makes sense.
They're the 131st and 132nd rated
Oh,
teams out of 133 NCAA teams. So this was the absolute shit bowl.
and we got prime
Granted,
time.
why they're both 1-7.
So that explains why we have a tire then. They don't
I
deserve
think it
anything
might.
better.
It might just a tad.
But
I don't
who's the
actually
son of
know
a
who
who
won this
comes
game.
over and
this
just
year.
slams a
5.5
fucking tire
tackles
on
for
you?
loss.
The Akron Zips
And
won.
keep in mind,
That's just, I mean,
They won 31-27.
I'm not even gonna give it
So
more
Kent
life.
State's Kent State's only win is Connecticut, Central Connecticut Blue Devils,
Okay.
and Akron now has 2 wins. Good for them.
Good job, boys.
They
Back home.
their only other win is Morgan State, who is FCS. So these 2 teams are shit.
Yeah,
Which is why that guy has a tire around his neck.
my offensive coordinator went to become a analyst for their team, and
Yeah.
I don't think it went well.
I don't think so. He might not have a job anymore.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
This one got me laughing. They said "bro" hitting the about a week ago. I think we all remember that song by Bobby Shmurda.
Uh-huh.
Someone's got to
Classic.
help this guy. I mean,
Is Riley
we can't.
Klein?
Shout out the RK. Somebody's got to help this guy.
What the?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Why are they doing that to him, man? You know he don't know how to squat. Somebody teach this guy.
Why are we putting plates on if he doesn't know how to squat?
He could squat that. I feel like the plates are like not even the thing. It's like, how about we just start with, hey, here's a box, sit on this box, and then stand up.
Boom, there's a squat.
Like there's basically a squat. Like that's all you got to do. Feet shoulder width apart. You don't have to do anything too fancy.
How bad?
My boy, look at my boy's left ankle. His ankle collapse is so bad. His left ankle is collapsing so bad. It actually hurts.
I can't watch that anymore. After you
Boys,
said the ankle.
yeah, like always Gumby out there.
Now into we were talking about down bad.
Okay.
This is where you go grab a Four Loco mandatory. I don't know the conversation that's going down, but I'm assuming homeboy is going to take her out, something like that. First of all, if you're sending hype for our dinner date, probably not happening. Just
yeah, you're a
act
little
like
too
you've been there
excited, buddy.
before,
Yeah.
You know? You get back dinner date.
Celebrating
question
before he
mark.
gets in the end zone.
Yeah, we got a first down on our own 30. We're saying points
Yeah.
on the board. I mean, they're not even close to the end zone yet. Dinner date? Aren't we inviting other people? Not another question mark. So she's obviously flustered now, like, oh shit. She said then she decides, nah, I'm big dog. I'm alpha in this. We're inviting other people, right? Just texted my friend. She's coming too. Invite someone you know. Dinner hangout.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm not going.
I will not be going.
Lose my number.
Yeah. Yeah, you and your friend can have a good time there, but guess what? I ain't footing the bill.
Ha 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 ha. All right. Yeah, this guy's gonna kill himself.
He's probably already drinking a bottle right now.
Yeah, that guy's hurting right now.
Just listening to that. It's like that old NFL commercial where the guy's in the shower crying after the Steelers lose, and it's just, you have a bad day.
Yeah. This guy is gonna have a bad day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gonna have a bad week.
Oh, we can't lose that bad, okay?
Yeah, that's
Get
a
it
tough
together.
one.
And just to bring up some more pain before the CDL starts again. Which is worse?
Oh jeez.
This situation or accuracy lining up optic?
Ooh. The lineup.
Yeah.
The lineup was worse. Just because this was champs, but there was still like, even if they won this map, they'd have to win a game 5.
Yeah.
The accuracy one was a game 5, and it was in such a unlosable situation that like,
Oh god.
like honestly, the one that hurt me the most, what they said the other one was the Pred one on
Okay.
Vanguard. That exit out.
Yeah.
'cause it says, "Was this worse than a pred or accuracy lineup?" Like, the accuracy one was the rocker one. The pred one, remember on the control when
Yes.
Gashi and Scump were on the point, and then he just
Oh,
zapped
I
them both?
forgot about
That
that.
one low key might be the worst, 'cause I was live in person, watched that happen. I thought they were about to go up 2-1. I was hyped. And then
Just took
and
them
because
for
that
it.
was in the losers bracket. Like, so this one was like, bad, but, like, at least it wasn't to lose you a tournament
Yeah.
like the Lamar one, like that one
God.
was in Cold War. The Vanguard one was tough because that basically means you gotta win a hard point or you're knocked out of the tournament. So it was it's
Yeah.
bad. Hopefully none of that this year, but there will be.
I hope not. I mean, just
There'll be
thinking
something.
back to the accuracy, like any other play and we don't get three-pieced and we win the map. Like
Yep.
if everyone's just kind of spread out, like one person on the bomb, one person in the corner, one person, like he's not snapping on all three of you,
Can't
but
kill. Nope.
we all lined up. Job
Yep.
optic.
And they
For
line
sure.
up.
This is crazy.
Ooh.
I don't know who's doing this type of stuff, but you need your ass whooped right away. Okay.
Check your kid's candy.
Whoa.
What sick son of a bitch putting
Check your
Like, why? I'm trying to understand, like, what does the person doing that gain out of this? That some random kid, like, a kid could eat that Twix bar like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll never know about it.
Yeah.
You're just like, you know what? I just want to ruin some kids. That's what I want to do. Like, it's just so weird. Like, you'd be
What it
better, like, just, yeah, you went through the work to unwrap these mini Twixes and stab a thing in there when you could have just probably stuffed a
stabbed a kid.
fentanyl in there and, like, actually, if you wanted to do some damage, like, so weird, man, like, so
I
weird people out there.
yeah, I if you're doing this, you just need your ass
Yeah,
kicked. There's nothing else
you
to
need
it.
to die.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I won't condone anyone killing somebody,
Well,
but,
I wouldn't stop you. Is
maybe getting maimed of some sort.
there a difference?
I mean, maimed, I don't think you die if you get maimed. Do you?
Really?
I don't know. Let's Google what like,
kid's candy.
That's a good
maimed
question.
definition.
I feel like that takes like the
No,
front of
wound or injure someone so that part of the body is permanently damaged.
Oh,
So,
so we take
like,
like your arm type thing.
yeah, we rip your teeth out. We cut
Okay.
off your nose. Something like that.
Brings a new meaning to got your nose.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Okay.
if you wanna mess with people's,
I'm down.
candy, I'll
Hey,
mess with you, dude.
facts.
I ain't got time for all this.
That is bullshit.
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
for parents that
su
have to deal with this.
super whack.
Yeah, I'm down to. Hey, that should be the punishment. You maimed someone. Um, this is just kind of a tweet I saw that I liked from Fox College Football, bringing up the 12 team playoff.
Mhm.
This is the way it would shape up right now.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't mind these matchups right now. They aren't that bad. Like 12 teams would still know that they
Yeah.
can
This
compete
would
for
be
the
fun.
championship. Like it would be a
And it would
fun
keep,
couple
like,
games.
everyone in the top 25 in it. Like,
Yeah,
everyone would have a chance. This would be fun. I would be down.
yeah.
Um, what would be the best second round matchup? I think
Ohio State, Bama,
yeah, I like
probably Washington, Michigan.
yeah, I like a sneaky Oregon Florida State could be fun.
I do like that.
That could be a fun one.
I
Honestly,
would. I'd
Tulane
want
Washington
Texas.
could be fun.
Yeah,
That could low key be a good time.
too late, man. Too late.
Yeah.
Still too soon.
Yeah, this would be fun, but not
Won't
yet.
have it. Won't have it till next.
We
Is it
just
next
don't.
year?
It's supposed to be next year, but they said they're gonna have to revisit how they would do it now with the new conference alignment. So
You know what? We
yeah, we're
just
gonna
don't
have
have
to see.
anything.
I know. We're gonna have to see what happens.
All right. Next, uh, James, Caucasian James, which I kind of could tell by the picture, but appreciate you
Mhm.
telling me. I don't know why people think these things, so they need to really take a second. But this is his raw thoughts. 18-year-olds love to call people in their mid-20s old. Like, we're not going to be in the same retirement home together. I'll see you at bingo, big dog.
Yeah,
Guess
fair.
what?
But honestly, I do be feeling old, so
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, I can't do it like these young kids. They got unlimited stamina, unlimited energy.
You got it.
Sometimes I just want to just
Crash.
go to sleep, man. It can be tough out there.
I think that's when you know you're getting older is when, like, you're not like, "Oh, like, I want to, like, finish my work so I can go party," or like, "I want to finish my
Yeah,
work so I can just go to bed."
I can just
Like,
chill.
I could just sleep and I'm happy.
Yeah, just get on the couch,
Mm.
just pop open a beer, and just hang out.
Yeah.
You'll get there, 18-year-olds. Trust me.
Oh, and it comes like
Oh,
that.
and it just hits you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah. But
I'll
I'll
be
see you
wet.
at the bingo game, I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
and I'll beat your ass at the bingo game
Oh,
too. That's for sure.
bingo, bitch. Be a fun time. Um,
Okay, this looks like fun to
yeah.
end off with. What in the world do we have here?
I don't know what's going on, but just for some context, this is Onbashari Festival in Japan. It occurred. I can't talk.
Occurring.
Allergies killed me, dude. Occurring, whatever.
Occurring. You got it.
Shit, well,
It's English.
every 6
I
years.
know you thought you thought it was still Japanese.
Yeah, I did. I said,
You were trying to like
try
you're
to put a little something over it.
trying to racist your way through it. All right.
It has a reputation for being the country's most dangerous festival.
Yeah, it looks dangerous. What the these
Racist
guys
by way
riding a
through it.
log?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
Does
here,
that
but
log have wings?
I don't know. What do we have on here though? Like, are these bodies? What?
I don't know.
What's going on here?
How do you
occurring?
win?
I don't know.
Or is it just like they're doing this for fun?
I don't know, but
Is it the Minions team?
are they supposed to stop you before you reach the bottom, and that's why the people at the top?
Maybe.
Yeah, there's the the minions.
Yeah, where's the Minion squad? Did
Oh, they
win?
try to grab it, or
Maybe the people on the sides are trying to. Maybe your team goes and then the other teams try and grab the thing to slow you down so you don't get there as quick. I don't know.
can
Show
we
me
have
the
this in Squid
Minion
Games?
squad again. There they are.
Can we have this in Squid Games so we can figure out what the hell is going
Yeah,
on here?
I am very curious on what this is.
You want to know what's a cool?
They're bringing out crowds though, so fair enough to them.
Wait, this guy right here. What did he thought? Like, I could still stop this.
He's like, I'm
Like,
gonna stop this by myself. One man
and
in
then
a
just
dream.
no.
Probably broke his ankle in the process.
Well,
Well, that was fun.
yeah. If in the comments, if you know what
They
in the
need to
world this
put that
was.
on ESPN 8. That's
Yeah,
what
the Ocho.
the Ocho. That's where that needs to be.
See, I need that, and I need lawnmower racing.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yeah,
Well,
that
I
would
think
be fun.
we hit everything. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people? You're a big dumb dipshit.
Um,
Anything in between?
Go Trojans! I believe. I believe if you guys believe.
I believe.
I don't know how much I believe, but I believe enough to go to the game.
I believe I'm probably drinking a Four Loko later that night.
Yeah, it could get ugly. Could get ugly. I'm hoping for a 3-0 weekend for me
Yeah.
in my all my matchups, but we'll see. Started off a great. My fantasy weekend started off great.
There we go.
Had Najee, had Derrick Henry, had Deontay Johnson, so we are feeling
Love
we're
to see it.
feeling pretty good going into Sunday.
I love
So
to hear that.
yeah.
Do we have any more intel?
Yeah, he's sick. So
Well,
doesn't look like he'll be joining us. So
so
yeah.
it wasn't that he didn't see the notifications. It's now
No, he actually had Do Not Disturb on and he didn't even realize he had it on. He actually he screen recorded and showed me what was on, and I was like, okay, fair enough, buddy. You're on fucking Mars right now. He was like, I don't know he's just so unlocked. And then now he's sick, so he wasn't even worried about checking his phone. I'm like, all right, dude, whatever you say, man.
Man, love that guy.
Yeah.
Always got something interesting.
Always has something going on.
All right. Thanks everyone for checking in with us. Make
Mhm.
sure to like, comment, and subscribe for some more Stoogery, and we'll bring you all the dumbassery and Stoogery we can. And
That's what we do.
Go Trojans, go Tone, and we'll see you
There we
next
go.
week.
See ya.
Later.